Welcome to Planet Crypto Today, your channel for news related to the world of cryptocurrencies.
If you like the video, subscribe to our channel and don't miss a single video. Don't forget to give it a like and share it.
U.S. Fed announces $25 billion in funding to backstop banks. The move aims to ease any financial strain and ensure liquidity in the banking sector. The funding will be available to a range of banks, including large banks, small banks, and credit unions. The Federal Reserve has stated that the funding will help support the smooth functioning of financial markets and the broader economy. This move comes as part of a wider effort to stabilize the economy amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The funding is provided through the Federal Reserve's discount window, which is a facility that allows banks to borrow money overnight. The Fed has previously used the discount window during times of financial stress, such as the 2008 financial crisis. The announcement follows a number of other measures taken by the Fed in recent weeks to stabilize the economy, including cutting interest rates to near zero. The move has been welcomed by many in the banking sector, who say it will provide much-needed support during a difficult time. However, some critics have argued that the move could encourage banks to take on more risk, knowing that they have access to a source of emergency funding. The Fed has sought to address these concerns by setting strict criteria for access to the funding, including requirements for collateral and sound risk management practices. Crypto-friendly banks collapse as regulatory pressure increases. Metropolitan Bank Holding Corp. closed all accounts related to cryptocurrencies. Silvergate Bank also closed all cryptocurrency exchange accounts, which had represented a large percentage of their deposits. Some customers have reported difficulties in making cryptocurrency transactions at other banks such as JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. Regulatory uncertainty and increasing pressure on banks working with cryptocurrencies have led to greater risk and operational difficulties for these banks. The increasing regulatory pressure around cryptocurrencies has generated a greater need for crypto companies to work with banks experienced in the crypto space. Banks that work with cryptocurrencies are subject to stricter regulations due to the decentralized and unregulated nature of cryptocurrencies. The collapse of crypto-friendly banks could lead to further isolation of cryptocurrencies from the traditional financial system. Cryptocurrency firms are in a death spiral due to their relationship with Silicon Valley Bank. The relationship with Silicon Valley Bank has been crucial for cryptocurrency companies. The bank has closed several cryptocurrency accounts in recent months. Most of the closed accounts belong to companies in the early stages of development. The relationship with the bank has become more difficult due to increased regulatory pressure. The cryptocurrency industry has struggled to establish reliable banking relationships for years. The situation has led to increased risk and operational difficulties for cryptocurrency firms. Regulatory pressure has increased the need for banks that understand and work with cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency-friendly banks have become a necessity for the survival of cryptocurrency firms. Circle to back USDC and ensure its parity with the dollar from this Monday. Circle, the company behind stablecoin USDC, announced that it will fully back the currency with a combination of cash and U.S. Treasury bonds. This will ensure that each USDC in circulation is backed 100% by liquid and low-risk assets. The move comes in response to growing concerns about the soundness and transparency of cryptocurrency-backed stablecoins. Parity with the dollar is crucial for acceptance and trust in USDC as a digital alternative to the dollar. Circle notes that the move is part of its commitment to improving transparency and regulatory compliance of USDC. The news may also boost USDC adoption in traditional markets and expand its use in e-commerce and payments. USDC is currently the second largest stablecoin by market capitalization, with over $12 billion in circulation. PuppyNet and Shiba Inu launched the public beta version of SHIBARIUM. SHIBARIUM is a blockchain platform that uses puppy swap technology. The platform will allow users to exchange Shiba Inu tokens and other cryptocurrencies. Shiba Inu is a meme cryptocurrency that has gained popularity in recent weeks. The SHIBARIUM platform will be an alternative to centralized exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. The public beta version is available for testing, and more features are expected to be released in the future. PuppyNet and Shiba Inu hope that SHIBARIUM will become a leading blockchain platform in the future. Biden's speech boosts Bitcoin over $24,500 while banks halt trading. U.S. President Joe Biden signed a $1.9 trillion stimulus package. Biden's speech caused an increase in the price of Bitcoin, reaching over $24,500. Even so, we shouldn't rule out it surpassing $25,000, driven by the futures market in order to liquidate shorts that are above it. But one must be very cautious, because in a few hours they will release the CPI data for the U.S., and this news creates great volatility in the markets. However, several U.S. banks announced they will temporarily halt cryptocurrency trading on their platforms. Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo are among the banks that have halted cryptocurrency trading. The measure is due to market volatility and regulatory uncertainty. The halt in cryptocurrency trading by banks does not affect the price of Bitcoin. The situation has led many investors to seek alternative platforms for cryptocurrency trading. Despite the halt, the cryptocurrency market continues to thrive, and the demand for Bitcoin continues to increase. Biden administration guarantees Silicon Valley Bank deposits and launches a covert bank bailout. The Biden administration was forced to guarantee all deposits in Silicon Valley Bank, including those exceeding $250,000, due to the risk of contagion to the entire U.S. and global financial system. The Federal Reserve launched a covert bank bailout by creating a funding facility that will accept a range of bonds that have decreased in value due to rising interest rates. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC) also intervened in another bank, Signature Bank, whose risk profile is similar to SVB. The fear of crisis has spread to other countries, such as France and the United Kingdom. HSBC purchased the UK subsidiary of Silicon Valley Bank SVB for £1. Market sentiment has changed, with traders betting on a more gradual tightening of interest rates in the US and a more intense monetary relaxation once the country's inflation is under control. USDC regains parity with the dollar after funds guaranteed by Circle, SVB, and Janet Yellen. The stablecoin USDC has regained its parity with the US dollar. The cryptocurrency's issuer, Circle, has guaranteed the funds that back the currency. Silicon Valley Bank SVB has also given its backing to the stablecoin. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has also expressed her support for the currency. USDC has become increasingly popular in the cryptocurrency space. The stability of the currency is crucial for investors looking to protect themselves against market volatility. The recovery of USDC's parity comes after a period of uncertainty regarding the stability of the cryptocurrency. Ripple CEO reassures strong financial position despite SVB collapse. Ripple is in a strong financial position, according to the company's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, despite the collapse of one of its major banks, Silicon Valley Bank SVB. Garlinghouse assures that Ripple has secured enough counterparties and sources of liquidity to mitigate the impact of SVB's fall. The company has experienced an increase in demand for its cross-border payments platform and is working on its global expansion. The CEO also stated that Ripple has no immediate plans to go public. Unlike other competitors in the cryptocurrency space, the value of XRP, Ripple's cryptocurrency, has been affected by the ongoing legal battle between the company and the SEC. Garlinghouse reiterated that Ripple will fight against the SEC's accusations and expects the case to be resolved in the company's favor. Despite the legal uncertainty, Ripple continues to move forward with its growth and expansion plans. Bitcoin reacts positively to inflation results. Bitcoin surpasses $26,000 after U.S. inflation of 6% is announced. The price of Bitcoin reaches a new high of $26,286. The increase comes after the U.S. inflation of 6% was announced in February. This increased demand for Bitcoin as a store of value. The inflation is attributed to pandemic economic recovery and fiscal stimuli. The rise in inflation has also increased demand for gold and other safe assets. Analysts predict further increase in Bitcoin price in the short term. Despite market volatility, Bitcoin remains an attractive investment for many. Interest in Bitcoin increases after banking collapse in the U.S. In recent months, banks in the U.S. have been experiencing system failures. Consumers have suffered payment delays and lost access to their bank accounts. These problems have led to an increase in demand for decentralized financial alternatives like Bitcoin. Interest in Bitcoin has increased in areas affected by the banking collapse, such as Texas and California. Experts believe that the increased adoption of Bitcoin is a reflection of dissatisfaction with the traditional banking system. In addition, the security, privacy, and financial autonomy offered by Bitcoin are increasingly valued by consumers. As blockchain technology continues to mature, the adoption of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is expected to increase even further. Despite market volatility, Bitcoin remains a popular option as a store of value and alternative to traditional banking. Bitcoin surpasses Meta and aims for Tesla after explosive surge. Bitcoin has surpassed its key technical target of $25,000. The cryptocurrency's price has risen over 70% since the beginning of the year, outperforming well-known giants in market capitalization like Meta. The surge has been driven by increased institutional adoption and entry of big investors. In addition, Tesla has invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and plans to accept cryptocurrency payments. The adoption of Bitcoin as a form of payment has increased, driving its value. Experts predict that Bitcoin's bullish trend will continue in the future. Despite market volatility, Bitcoin remains an attractive investment for many. However, some analysts warn of the need for caution and to be aware of government regulation. The Ethereum Goerli network has been successfully forked to perform the Shanghai upgrade on the testnet. The upgrade aims to improve the capacity and efficiency of the network, particularly for data synchronization. However, the fork was not without issues, with some nodes failing to update correctly. Ethereum developers have thanked testnet participants for their collaboration in identifying the issues. The problems are expected to be resolved before the upgrade is implemented on the main Ethereum network. The Shanghai upgrade is one of many planned improvements for the Ethereum network in the coming months. The Goerli testnet is becoming an important place for testing new Ethereum upgrades. Polygon Labs and Unstoppable Domains partner to launch Web3 domains for the Polygon network. Web3 domains will allow Polygon users to have a personalized address. These addresses are unique and can be used to receive cryptocurrency payments. Domains can also be used to create decentralized websites. Polygon users now have access to a new way to interact with the network. The initiative is expected to improve adoption and usage of the Polygon network. Headline: Polygon Labs and Unstoppable Domains launch 403 domains for the Polygon network. Credit Suisse's stocks plunged by almost 30%. The Swiss bank is facing the suspension of dividends and share buybacks by the supervisory authority. Credit Suisse also reported a net loss of 900 million Swiss francs in the first quarter of 2022. The crisis was triggered by the collapse of Archegos Capital Management, an investment fund that caused significant losses for several banks. Credit Suisse's situation worsens following the scandals involving Greensill Capital and the Wirecard fraud. The bank claims it will take measures to strengthen its risk management and business model. The bank has been criticized for its lack of supervision and internal control in the Archegos and Greensill cases. Investors are concerned about banks' exposure to highly leveraged investment funds. The banking sector is facing greater regulatory pressure and increasing competition. The crisis at Credit Suisse could have an impact on the Swiss financial system and the global economy. Credit Suisse is preparing to face a class action lawsuit by affected investors. The crisis at Credit Suisse highlights the importance of supervision and risk control in the banking sector. Credit Suisse's stocks plunged by almost 30%. The Swiss bank is facing the suspension of dividends and share buybacks by the supervisory authority. Credit Suisse also reported a net loss of 900 million Swiss francs in the first quarter of 2022. The crisis was triggered by the collapse of Archegos Capital Management, an investment fund that caused significant losses for several banks. Credit Suisse's situation worsens following the scandals involving Greensill Capital and the Wirecard fraud. The bank claims it will take measures to strengthen its risk management and business model. The bank has been criticized for its lack of supervision and internal control in the Archegos and Greensill cases. Investors are concerned about banks' exposure to highly leveraged investment funds. The banking sector is facing greater regulatory pressure and increasing competition. The crisis at Credit Suisse could have an impact on the Swiss financial system and the global economy. Credit Suisse is preparing to face a class action lawsuit by affected investors. The crisis at Credit Suisse highlights the importance of supervision and risk control in the banking sector. Bitcoin, a solution to the great financial crisis. With the recent collapse of American banks and news of a bailout for Swiss bank Credit Suisse, there is uncertainty that we may be facing the beginning of a major banking crisis. This could trigger a worldwide collapse of the banking system as occurred in 2008. In this regard, Bitcoin could benefit from this situation, becoming a safe haven asset. In addition, the recent adoption of Bitcoin by major companies and financial institutions has increased its legitimacy as an asset. This could lead to increased demand and higher prices, as investors seek safe havens during times of financial uncertainty. While it remains to be seen how the current crisis will unfold, the potential for Bitcoin to benefit from a collapse in the traditional banking system is clear. As investors look for ways to protect their assets, Bitcoin could emerge as a viable option, offering the security and decentralization that traditional banking systems cannot provide. Bitcoin mining profits rebound as hash price increases by 20% in 48 hours. The hash price of Bitcoin, an indicator that enables miners to estimate their operations' profitability, had fallen to its lowest in 3 months, but it has since risen above 75 cents per terahash per day due to a recent surge in Bitcoin's price. This rise in hash price has implications for mining difficulty and the growth of the hash rate of the network. However, caution must be exercised, as we have seen in the past, that miners tend to sell during sudden price increases, causing a price drop. European Central Bank increases interest rates in the midst of the banking crisis as a measure to combat inflation. In this regard, interest rates have been raised by 50 basis points, placing it at 3.5%. The measure has been taken to ensure the stability of the euro and reduce the risk of a banking crisis. However, some analysts fear that this measure could have a negative impact on the overall economy. This measure could make loans more expensive and reduce consumer spending. On the other hand, the ECB has assured that they will come to the rescue of European banks if necessary. In addition, the large U.S. banks are rescuing the third bank to fail by injecting $30 billion. All this news has affected the traditional market and pushed prices up. But we must be careful, as surely more bad news will arise. Bitcoin recovers its value after a slump triggered by issues in U.S. banks. The cryptocurrency had experienced a drop following the bank's difficulties, but it has recovered. These problems caused Bitcoin transactions to be rejected, which affected the cryptocurrency. The drop was momentary, and Bitcoin has recovered thanks to investor demand. The cryptocurrency remains highly volatile, so investors must be vigilant about any event that may affect its value. The demand for Bitcoin remains high, suggesting that the cryptocurrency is still attractive to investors. Despite the volatility, many analysts believe that Bitcoin will continue to grow in the long term. Bitcoin options expire this Friday. Bitcoin bears could face a $440 million loss in Friday's options expiry. Option contracts allow investors to buy or sell assets at a predetermined price in the future. The exercise price for the majority of put options for this Friday is $24,000, so bears would have to push the price below that level to profit. However, if the price of Bitcoin remains above $24,000, bears could face significant losses. Option expiry can lead to greater volatility in the price of Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency has been subject to strong speculation, leading to significant price volatility. Ethereum core developers said April 12 for Shanghai hard fork. The network update will include improvements in efficiency and security. The network update will also include 1559, which will change Ethereum's transaction fee structure. The changes in transaction fees aim to reduce fee volatility and improve user experience. The implementation of the hard fork is the result of a long collaboration between developers and the Ethereum community. The Shanghai hard fork will also provide a strong foundation for the transition to Ethereum 2.0. The network update is highly anticipated by the Ethereum community. The success of the hard fork will depend on the adoption and participation of network nodes. The hard fork is an essential part of Ethereum's continuous improvement process. Binance Coin BNB surges, aiming for $400. The price of Binance Coin BNB has reached a new all-time high of $356. BNB has increased more than 50% this year, making it one of the best-performing cryptocurrencies. The price surge is due to the growing demand for the Binance platform, which has experienced an increase in transaction volume. Binance has announced that it will burn over $600 million worth of BNB, reducing the amount of tokens in circulation and potentially boosting the price. BNB is also used to pay fees on the Binance platform, increasing its utility. Despite the price increase, investors should be aware of the volatility of cryptocurrencies and conduct thorough research before investing. The rise of BNB reflects the growth of cryptocurrency exchange platforms. Collective lawsuit filed against YouTubers who promoted FTX. A group of investors has filed a collective lawsuit against YouTubers who promoted the cryptocurrency exchange platform FTX. The lawsuit alleges that the YouTubers did not adequately disclose their financial relationship with FTX when promoting the platform. The lawsuit also alleges that the deceptive promotion of FTX resulted in the loss of money for investors. FTX has become a prominent sponsor in the world of sports and media. The YouTubers now face a multi-billion-dollar collective lawsuit for their role in promoting FTX. The lawsuit highlights the need for transparency and proper disclosure in the promotion of financial products. Streamer loses $1 million after shorting Bitcoin. Popular Korean YouTube streamer, Sato, lost over $1 million after shorting Bitcoin. The trade was made through the cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex and was affected by the rise in Bitcoin's price. Sato stated that his short trade was a mistake. Sato's story highlights the risks of trading in the cryptocurrency market without proper understanding. The cryptocurrency market is known for its volatility, and investors must take precautions to minimize risks. It is important to have a clear strategy and a solid understanding of the market before investing in cryptocurrencies. Sato's story serves as a lesson for cryptocurrency investors about the importance of financial education. Bitcoin price reaches new high. The price of Bitcoin reached a new 9-month high of $27,000 after the U.S. Federal Reserve injected $300 billion into the economy as part of its response to the banking crisis. The event effectively undid months of liquidity tightening under the Fed's quantitative tightening. Bitcoin bulls are attempting to overcome resistance, while the liquidity provided by the Fed ends the quantitative tightening initiated in 2021. Bitcoin followed a strong performance of U.S. stocks the previous day. Arthur Hayes, former CEO of derivatives giant BitMEX, revealed that he is selling stocks for cryptocurrencies. The Federal Reserve rescues the banking system with money printing. The Federal Reserve rescues the banking system with money printing, injecting nearly $300 billion into the banking system to help with loans and avoid a liquidity crisis. Economists, such as Peter Schiff, predict that inflation will increase. The Fed allocated $143 billion to troubled bank holding companies and lent $148 billion through the discount window. It also launched the Bank Term Funding Program and lent $11.9 billion. Experts estimate that the Fed could inject $2 trillion into the banking system and reverse the impact of the quarter. Banks have an unrealized loss of $620 billion due to the drop in government bond prices. The People's Bank of China has also resorted to quantitative easing by injecting $92 billion into the market. Ethereum ETH surpasses $1,800. Ethereum ETH surpasses $1,800 mark in a 27% rally over the past week. Bitcoin BTC hits $27,000 for the first time since June and experiences a 37% increase in the last 7 days. The overall crypto market closes in the green, with all top 10 cryptocurrencies experiencing gains. The total crypto market capitalization reaches $1.22 trillion, a 7% increase in the day. The strong wave of liquidations in the crypto market reached over $253 million, led by Bitcoin. Binance Coin BNB has a strong likelihood of reaching the $400 mark. Shiba Inu price ready for rally towards new highs. The price of Shiba Inu is showing signs of correction after breaking a long-term resistance line. After reaching a new annual high of $154, the price fell and validated the resistance line as support. Although the price has since bounced back, The daily RSI is still below 50, which does not indicate a clear bullish trend. If the price continues to increase, it could reach the resistance of $147. But if it falls below the resistance line, it would confirm a bearish trend and could drop to the support of $850. The 6-hour time frame technical analysis suggests that SHIB's price correction may be complete, but the breakout of the resistance line and recovery of support would confirm this. South Korea could benefit Ripple with its new regulation. The country has presented new regulations for the cryptocurrency sector that will be implemented soon, and it could benefit Ripple. Ripple's on-demand liquidity service, which uses XRP in the Asia-Pacific region, has experienced growth due to the demand for quick settlements and immediate access to funds. The new regulation will identify which digital assets will be considered security tokens and subject to financial regulations. XRP may not be considered a security token, as it is a payment token. This would provide regulatory clarity to Ripple and could increase investor confidence. Ripple is currently fighting a lawsuit in the US by the SEC for alleged fraud.
If you like the video, subscribe to our channel and don't miss a single video. Don't forget to give it a like and share it with your family, friends, or enemies on your social networks.
Don't feel fucking